control, that is disconnected from spirit and...
I'm envisioning a world full of love and peace. Thus my decision is to walk with this beast. Through tones, melodies, poems, and beats. But when the time comes, shoot it out in the middle of the streets. In the bright glow of the dawn, I see myself clearly, bringing in a new day. The old way of doing things is done. I don't care what you say. Monsters don't sleep under your bed. They sleep inside your head. And if you haven't done the shadow work, and left behind is where you stay. I'm envisioning a world full of love and peace. Thus my decision is to walk with this beast. Through tones, melodies, poems, and beats. But when the time comes, shoot it out in the middle of the street. We gotta protect plus homeschool. Our babies is a must. They not just no moms, but also no pops. These Mola worshiping pedophiles wanna feed our children's spirits to robots. Turn all of us from carbon-based to silicone-based. Should be where the shit show stops. Get back to doing for ourselves. Barter system, irrigation, and grow crops. I'm envisioning a world full of love and peace. Thus my decision is to walk with this beast. Through tones, melodies, poems, and beats. But when the time comes, shoot it out in the middle of the streets. I'm saying I'm not some master teacher. No, am I some pastor or preacher? Was released from prison with this passion to speak of. After doing 25 years in the beast cuffs. Realize they tried to teach us spiritual, mental, physical diet. They tried to feed us the fire of our ancestors resides in each of us. With that, I'm inspired to turn this heat up. I'm envisioning a world full of love and peace. Thus my decision is to war with this beast. Through tones, melodies, poems, and beats. But when the time comes, shoot it out in the middle of the streets.
We're really approaching almost like it's a Frankenstein moment. And they're framing it to us as, innovation, right? Where we should all be so excited that this is happening. And, I equate it to like the Golem bringing in like these robots. They would like to feed our life force to learn us in every tiny detail, not to empower us, but to actually transform us into a robotic simulation that is under their full control.
Nah, bro. Come on. You almost there, bro. You almost there. Survive.
Y'all remember one of these? Y'all ever had one of these? Y'all know how old this is?
I do it die for Chi-Town. Who am I but Chi-Town? You young fool, I'm too fly to just slide out. Blue sky behind ground. My crown slash helmet. So my aircraft stealth spit. Can't be tied down like
y'all remember how? Y'all know how old this is?
Like a Celtic. My heat pulverizes, the cheese is melted.
I got this while I was in the military.
You did the fusions in my eyes, I beheld it.
They only have the charges
for my hand, I dealt it. Felt the vibration from the gut of my pelvic. We bust off on some ice, some hell shit. So radiant, I keep a dark room well lit. Cause you little goofies are well quick. Body for real monkey velvet. Body not for Mars, just a female split. As a kid, all I did was fight. I did the bit with a knife. I know I can spit my flows to shit to a fly, so haters wanna crucify a real man. I still stand with the silver hand, but we're healing man. It's not cyber shield, I'm turtle sheet. I'm one tough cookie, I don't follow, I set standards. To catch me, you gon' have to do more to scamper. Need more to scanners, I'm off the radar. I am as your goofies play God. Some worship the Christ, others pray to Allah. Chase a high, drink paper or bruh. You stagnated, while I straight evolve. At a rate, I'm data space AC, y'all. Buster stuck in the cage, face off. Active shape the state.
Look down,
fraud.
Let me pour this water out. Have me some pasta this morning with spinach.
I excel like I'm climbing the step.
Got like
You got a
4
lot to
cheese.
learn.
I like
am
cheese.
adept, you of no concern.
And a
I
couple
am
of boiled
threat.
eggs.
My
So
measurement
let me
with
pour that out
height
real
and
quick.
depth. I'm just policy up. Flying a jet, spray the adversary. Martial Chronicles like Ray Bradbury. I'm a thorough guy, goddammit. Symmetric apparel of a fly bandit. Mohawk aviators, aerodynamics. And it's like I'm an arrow in precise transit. A crystal carolized what your fans get. Your worlds and pearls what I transmit as a transcript. Or I just spit it off the top. It's either shit or get off the pot. This shit's hot.
Wants to get his own crew, and everybody wants to get his own crew rich, and then they want the other little people never get a piece of the pie. That don't only go for the cracker, that go for you niggas that think that y'all big too. I understand this. That's why you niggas and crackers can't stand me. You niggas just know that I know you can't do nothing if you're broke. Listen to me, young people and old people too, mostly black people. I'm talking to you.
So, y'all really thought that I was done with y'all. Nah, I'm really down on y'all. Feathers up. We not going back and forth about this or that, whether your word is bond or whack. Here's a big fact: yellow, white, red, brown, black. Mau Mau, Big Mac, whether earth is round or flat. We want our shit back. Enough with the chit chat. I see through the side ops. Looking past the side spot. Third eye gang cyclops. I don't eat pork, but I will fry cops. For foes, my heart's more than an icebox. I'm saying that ops. From the skybox, I got a scope on you pilgrims. The smoke with some rumors. Some of our folks are still dumb. Death and blind to the fact that blood, we gon' have this real some warrior spirits inside me. That's where it's real from.
Bringing my new. I dug out my old boxing. I dug out my old preacherless shoes, right? So I'm gonna break in the new tees I got, right? I gotta start working on my drills. You know what I'm saying? Just shadow boxing. I'll probably get a heavy bag, maybe right around middle of spring. I want to build a shower first. I want to have 4 walls up. I don't care if they're covered or not. I got to send somebody some money. They asked me, and I was like, I like to keep a certain amount of money, right? Because I still donate to certain things. I'm not here. It's not ego. I don't mind telling because it's what I've done it for a long time. And as far as the car, you know, it's $500 deductible. You know, they give you $1,000 like it's supposed to mean something. This all this is garbage. Everything's supposed to be taken care of right off the back, especially if you know who you are. But most people in this country are ignorant and they're controlled. So I gotta smash something, and it's damn near, you know, because I don't hold this fiat like it's, you know, priceless. I don't. I look at what you guys, when you do send something, I literally get screws and stuff. The other day, 7 grams to the stuff, so I went and bought some food with it because I didn't want to use my card. You know, they're doing this tracking and whatever it is. I don't care, but they're doing it. So I was like, oh, well, I had this cash right there, and I was like, I use that. You know, it's a few things. No secrets, right? Because I was going to use it to go over the safe, over the Ace and pick up some stuff. We just wanted to get back, man. We got back. I was like, I could have went. So today, I'm going to pick up a few things. We got a lot. Y'all know that. Well, nowhere near enough. We probably need like 7 times that amount. But we have enough to get that first, second, and third. You know what I mean? But we don't have enough screws. We don't have enough screws. We don't have enough silicone. We didn't purchase no corrugated steel yet. We don't have all the plywood that you can buy a bundle, but that would be like when I buy the cinder blocks. That's like almost $300, and then it's $100 for delivery. So that would literally be like if I purchased $600 worth of cinder blocks, two full pallets, it'd be a $700, which is no problem for me. Well, right now I gotta send money off to a couple people. Somebody's got a baby coming in, my little grand nephew. And I'm not gonna mention another person because that's near to here. You know what I'm saying? So they get whatever. You know what I mean? So, because this stuff doesn't have meaning to me. Only what I do. What I do has meaning. We didn't do anything yesterday. I just wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling it. And then when the other day when I was doing all the cutting on and had to wear the mask and all that stuff was blowing in my nose and my mouth, I was like, man, I ain't going. Because up there it's like wind. I still got to get the ground mounts, the base mounts that you drill into the ground. Like, still got to pick those up. That's why I asked you guys to, you know, if you can, to support it. You know what I'm saying? If you want, you know, I could have just made a little thing and said this is what we got to get, but I figured that I know if you come and see it, it'd be different. But today I got to get up there. I got to get some work done. Got to get some work done. I want to get a lot done, but I got to run inside. I got to pick up a few things. I could put off to tomorrow, the next day, but I've got a lot of things I ordered and they haven't showed up yet. Checking my Gmail. Matter of fact, I asked somebody to send me an email, my Gmail, so I can go ahead and give my number. I didn't see it. Now the AI wants to turn down my lighting at like it's all right, like it's supposed to bother me or something. It's some weird stuff never happened before. It's nothing else but that, the goofy little machine. So I was over here looking, and I was looking for. I don't see. You see when somebody texts me, it'll sit alone. You know what I mean? I don't see it.
To Woody gave me the script, my ops the prescription. This is my vision's description. Listen, I'm standing on my circle is me. I absorb your hate and make it work for me.
So I was waiting. I sent her the Gmail to give me a number to call, so I can give her a number to call.
And leave y'all right where y'all started at. Let me impart a fact. She'll be sitting in my ship as we chart the map. Thinking in destiny, the turtle and the hare. Acknowledge me as.
You know, if y'all ask for something, I give it to you. Utilize it. You know what I mean? Don't ask. It's not complicated, people. It's like, don't take up your own time, which is unimportant, but you don't know that. With empty things. Like, I'm that kind of person. Sharon, any of them tell you, million, I'll call, we can talk, we can laugh, joke, and everything. A lot of people don't ask questions. They want to say something like, I need to hear it. Like, I don't need to hear it. You don't need to circumvent who and what you are and all that other. That's meaningless to me. Okay? Yeah. Nothing there.
I rose up, took a shower,
you know what I mean? If you ask on a post, I'm going to reply on that post. Be mindful of that. All right? If you ask on a video, I'm going to reply to the question. I'm going to respond to the question. If you're just making a broad statement, I'll just hit like and a heart. I read it all. Doesn't mean I have to respond to it. See, that's y'all are caught up in a world where everybody thinks they have to respond. If you want to chat, we can chat. I used to put my number out on here. I'm not worried about little goofy. The scam artists, they're stupid. All right? You get what I'm saying? Big Mom's house so she may restore him. The great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark. Ways the heart as I sun ray my art, her make the patriarch. Most social media saviors are fakes. Marks once we make knowledge born is when I'm sorry, the mole. I gotta buy some mole food. He or she's eating y'all's food, and I'm gonna put it up on top of the box or build y'all a stand. I'm gonna build y'all a birdhouse too, a big one. Yeah, I built like 3 or 4 of them on the res. And in Page, I built some that were in a tree. Somebody stole them. Really nice. Yeah, you know, we don't really have thieves like that, but there are individual pedophiles by the park, by the airport. They have them all in a place where they can watch and monitor them. And the meth heads, when they come in, we get them out real quick. You know, we'll surround the house and be like, you got to get help. We're not like an HOA. Those sick individuals. But we'll, you know, and the police know and be like, look, they can't be around here. You know? So we didn't have that where I was at. Page, no. The kids were missing. Everybody was armed up, walking them streets, looking at new. I mean, yeah, we were like that. It'd be like 20 of us in a truck. Some kids are playing, right? We ain't know that they're playing because the parents, or maybe they're partying, right? Just, you know, casual, whatever. And we'll ride around the whole town because she didn't think to look at the kids she was playing with that they were probably over her house. And we'd be riding around locked and loaded. Cops, you know, a couple of blocks, they ain't but a handful, so we monitoring everybody. We're not going up, snatching people up. We're not going up to the pedophiles. They know how to, they have cameras and all that. Hold on. They have cameras and all that. But we were known to jump in our stuff, and when I had Chocolate Thunder, man, that's when it was like a few times it happened. We jumping over the fence, and we be, I mean, quick. Like, we'll head out to all the different places to go out, and guys being their diesels, you know, with those Raptor motors, and they haul butt, man. Them mugs be out there like, yeah, nah, they call ahead, yeah. You wasn't taking no child where we at. No children went missing where I lived at. None. Never. We moved as an organism. It wasn't about color or nothing. I got videos. Me and my boy Chad. A few of my people. One of my boys was married to a Navajo. He's from Jamaica. He's from Jamaica. I got this. I've got a few. I got some homies. I got some solid ones. I got this Chinese girl who I know. We used to live on the res. She was dealing with a Navajo guy, Marine. Well, she married this light-skinned dude. Well, he's mixed, but he looked pretty much. You know, he got a nose and lips and everything. He looks almost like an albino, but he's light-skinned. You know what I'm saying? You know, straight, like dirty. I don't know, brunette colored like hair, weird, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, some cool people, man. And we all of us, man. Everybody. Like y'all we should be doing here, but people be in their feelings, emotions, the haves, the have-nots. I'm not even into that. If I got it, you got it. You know what I'm saying? If I got it, you got it. I stopped donating I stopped giving because most people don't give here. Like, and I'm an eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. It goes, it's a full circle, and people don't get it. People are so encroached, you know. I literally could have been on TikTok making $7,000, $8,000 a month, but I'm not there for that, you know. It's like I'm not really here for that, but I am here. At least if I start making some decent fiat by the views and everything, that it'll be utilized just to build. You know what I mean?
Everybody back off. You know, everybody's like, you taught that from school, everywhere, big business.
But that's not the case because they want to do what they don't want to manipulate, like it's supposed to make me feel some kind of way. No, I just look around. I think about my feeling, like, do I feel anything? I don't. So they're failing as usual. And they're going to continue to fail. It's just no way around it. What I like, I don't really know what like is. So by the definition of it, to y'all, what I like for them to, no, they're too cowardly. I wouldn't expect them to. No, I don't have a like. It's not a like or dislike. I use it because that's what y'all understand. If I started speaking another way, then y'all be like, and it's too straight. It's too straight and right to the point, and people will be like, "That's overly assertive. Your delivery." I've had people say that when they ask a question, like right to it, cut through the chase without all the long explanations and all that, which I'm doing now, so you can have a deeper understanding. Yeah, but you come on. Oh, because what, you effeminate now? Like, get out of here. You asked a question that has nothing to do with male or female, this, that, and other. And I like to play with, I like to mess with people. Sometimes my silence be messing with you. Trust me. So I have this download, right? You see it's about kings and queens, right? Curmio did an excellent video a day or two ago. Let me go to my downloads. My documents first. Yeah. For $1,000. So Richard J. Dewhurst, right? I think you get to download the wire hooked up to it. And it's a book I have. But it's in the house or it's in the shed. I'm not digging out. The Ancient Giants Who Ruled America, right? The Missing Skeletons of the Great Smithsonian Cover-Up. This is, I'll show you. This is in my downloads. See right there? I have downloads. I have image downloads as well as video downloads. And I have in my installation files, in my internal storage, and in my OneDrive, PDF as well. I have a plethora of all kinds of books, stuff that ain't even in books yet. You know what I'm saying? So he did something that was very good. You know what I'm saying? Because what people don't know is giant doesn't necessarily negate the original as far as something standing over, 500 feet or what was the measurement that was used? You know how we use fathoms when you're going down? Imagine somebody able to stand up 12 fathoms, right? And the thing. The giants, what people miss upon are people who are over 9 and 14 feet tall, even up to 20. And that's the real world. Another thing people don't get is the betrayal. When I told you the Chickasaw, the Choctaw being giant killers, you need to have a deeper understanding. Manipulation started with those who would put themselves as king and queens. If you're an Israelite, right? If you're Judean, Atlantic, you had no real position to want to be a king or queen. You had no ownership. You belong to yourself and the spiritual journey. And this physical, we didn't see what we see today. We saw different, okay? You saw different, right? So it cracks me up when Native Americans go, kings and queens, right? They don't know that the Civil Rights Act is actually the Indian Civil Rights Act. But as Martin Luther King says, he believed he was leading us into a burning house because that was a form of accepting citizenry. Not really, but kind of, the dogma of it. Because before that, there was no social security card. We had certificates of life. Your feet. I remember seeing my great grandma little certificate of life, right? And had her feet on it from the family. I forget what color ink. Was it blue? I can't remember. It was so old. She kept it always on her purse. Okay? Yeah, I remember Mama Tina Lee was dark as midnight. My great grandma, I had a picture up here of her and my grandma. You see that both of them sit there, look like Apaches, right? Y'all saw it in one of the videos, right? And my grandma as well. But then the other things, because when she was a candy striper and became a nurse, and she took care of the second generation, her grandbabies, my grandmother, she got the Social Security card as well. Now, we're dealing with a system based on white supremacy, our ideology of it, which is completely horse crap. But anyway, everything has been to subjugate the true Semitic children. It doesn't matter where Shem, Abraham, it should matter, but then you start getting in all the politicking part. Okay? Now, if you think they haven't read every book, invented every book and all that, then something's wrong with you. You are seriously a product of their establishment. Okay, so they have. All right? They have teams who have invented every book, unless you just happen to be a family that has something put aside, something passed down that you were very quiet about in your opulence, okay? And which I don't think any of you did. But that's my opinion based on not knowing, okay? Based on the people I've met or come across, okay? Kings and queens, even though I say king and queen, what would you need to be a king and queen for? I think it's a factor of the blaxploitation shit where it makes you feel good. Anybody want to challenge me? I'm only putting this because I see the pan fries, you know, I see the people who move to Ghana and well, a few places over there. I see the conditioning, I see the disease, the mental disparities. You know, how can the Moors rule Europe for 700 years, yet we founded Europe? People are still pushing this Moroccan shit. The Moroccan flag, 1912, right? It's a dedication that it's a peace treaty between Morocco. Okay, whether it's there or it was here in one of the cities, in one of the countries that was on this land. Okay, it is not who you are. Now, I know the individuals are going to keep pushing that because just like the pan fries and just like the people who believe in white and black and all the hate and the racist ideology and this, that, all the foolishness. You can't convince. You can lead a horse to the water, right? You can't always necessarily make it drink. It might know the water is not really good to drink in the first place, okay? So anyway, so not all information is good, yet people drink of it, okay? If you want to run around calling yourself a king and queen, so be it. Nothing wrong. I've called a few people, all right, queen, and roll my eyes because you're more than that. How many will research the fact of what a king and a queen is? It's a position that still has those who mitigate. When you look at King James, right? He came here in the 1500s or 1600s and went back over there and then they murdered him. And that was the 5th and 6th century, right before the 1,000 years were added, when all of a sudden the Ashkenaz fell off and a new history happened, because that's the destruction of Tartary. The Crimean War popped up out of nowhere. When you start deducing the fake years and look at the real ones, you see that they never really fell off. They conditioned enough children, they got them old enough, and they established perimeters and people to act upon it. They had to get rid of the opposites of the kings and queens. When you Google it, most times you'll never see king and queen here. You'll see all this out of Africa nonsense, and we already covered that term and everything. You would think that they cleaned it up, but this is how sick these individuals are. To them, everything's about destruction when it gets to a certain point. And y'all need to know that. Don't lean on it and give it energy. And I'm going to stick to saying energy because I think that's something that makes sense. Okay? There is no kings and queens right now. How? In the melanated family, it is well documented when I was in Germany and when I was in Denmark, it's well documented that the women started, and you need to listen to this, sisters. You want to know how we fell, right? Well, we messed with things that we shouldn't have. There are those who are still betraying, melanated, they don't look that way. But they murdered their husbands to save the keepsake and then married their sons. They had offspring. This is the reality. The giants didn't like it. And before a lot of things could be figured out, the giants were being slain, and they were very intelligent. And there's other parts of the story. That's in the story I have to tell, so I'm not going to say that here. The term giants is so burgundy. The burgundy, it's just so... that makes you small and I'm big. That's just stupid. It wasn't even a definition or a term. If it was meaningful, then the idiots wouldn't have dug up, and they've dug up thousands of mounds, and they dug up the bones and hit them, okay? Because they're dumb, all right? And besides, they've been doing genetic stuff and this, that, and the other, and there's a lot of things. Yeah. But this king and queen thing has gotten on my nerves. And people I grew up with, they use it all the time. Muslim, and they're kings and queens. You're not even acting like you're royal. You're not carrying yourself in no way, shape, fashion, or form, are you? I'm not beating up. I'm pointing out some facts. Our people would migrate in a heartbeat. If something was wrong, they would run. Like when Wall Street happened, our people all over it. They only like messed up what, 15 or 20% of the city, of that great city of Wall Street. Black Wall Street was big. They attacked one part, you know, and they dispersed. And because people started coming in, that's how they were able to rebuild it. But then you had the fake bank, and them fake individuals. Don't mention the Chazar crap, right? Bourgeois, whatever. If you subjugate the women, what happens to the family? Any melanated sister right now talking about feminine movements or whatever, you write them off. You have to. There ain't no way around it. You have to write. You have to. They've already written off a truth. Even if they didn't know it, you have to disembark. You have to write them off. Light skin. The sisters created that because the men literally were doing like the Muslims do. Had you wearing crap that was far too hot in the summertime. It's crazy. And beating y'all to death left and right and raping the children. This is a documented fact. Okay. And so they had rule of thumb, remember? And there were a few others. And they wanted to get away from that. And those women could fight. And they would team up together and they would wait till them guys got drunk. It's a sad state how y'all got to where you're at. It's so much. But never call me a king or a queen. Well, you better not call me no queen, but never call me no king. You know what? Y'all shouldn't call each other king and queens. You really shouldn't. All right? And because you're not. And I know it's like the word nigga, right? 1 little, 2 little, 3 little niggas, 4 little, 5 little, 3 little niggas. Taken from the term digger Indian. When I mentioned that on MySpace, people were laughing and cracking up in New York. What this thing, and saying it in a very way that I won't say it that way. I'm saying it for educational purposes. It's in the damn dictionary. But anyway, right? People didn't even know what a digger Indian was. I was like, what are you doing? It's like, we know you say some weird words as times read, but come on, man, we accept you being Indian. I was like, I'm more than that, bro. That's just a loose turn owned by the state. I says, you need to look beyond that. Well, you's a king? I said, man, where y'all get that from? That fake crown over there in so-called Britannia, England or whatever you want to call it, they're frauds through and through. Nothing but considered witch and warlocks. Hold a spell over the stupidity of those. It wasn't just here incubators and Cabbage Patch children were brought forth. All right, but to populate the land, yeah, the ones that they can condition in a system of false education and a new racist inkling of narratives, which wasn't a powerful thing. It was only strong because most of our people were still attempting to get back from the war. Y'all gotta remember, the Civil War wasn't that long. The punch bowls, the murder of so many relatives and families, the recoupment. They had moved into our homes, our land. They threw that over in Palestine. You don't get it yet? London Bridge is falling down. That was a song of endearment for the last true individuals who actually ruled that land, our ancestors. I know it's hard to grasp that, just like Germany. And they have pictures of them walking around there like they're in a new place. Y'all need to look into these things. It's not about hate. It's about the world ignorant and the individual controlling everything are utilizing the very ones that they subjugated to the false narrative. And now they do as they will. You know, I'm gonna get y'all another bird block. It's gonna be a week or so. I gotta send a lot of money out. Yes, baby. It's up there under the medicine ball. When we pour it down for you, I talk to them just like I talk to y'all as far as what you think conversation is. You know, somebody throw my Cashapp in there if anybody wants to give, because we, like I said, we do need a lot of screws. I won't be able to pick up the grinder today. Like I said, I got to send a few here, and I definitely got to take care of her. Even my daughter was like, "Want me?" Nope. My oldest, she's like, "Want me?" Nope. Don't. Nope. If my oldest daughter was standing right here and y'all was looking like, I can see the guys now, but y'all probably want to come and visit, then I had to shoot you. But she'd probably like, I don't usually offer him nothing because he won't take it. She'd tell you. I know some of you hard to believe because y'all grab it in a heartbeat. You're selfish. You don't know what struggle is. You've forgotten what it is. Some of you think the struggle you're going through now, but you don't have to. It's paramount indicative to something. Well, that's not how a king or queen moves, right? You know? We have been dealing with dictatorship for so long. And people have lauded over, but yet forgotten how to move as one. I know some of you say, no, we still move with that. There are a few who still get together, the family reunions, they move together in some kind of order or something like that. But that's not based on the higher crown, the kingdomship, the kingdom, heaven. That's the real kingdom. That's the truth of existence. No one's really moving in that. You don't have to say a king. You need to get in touch with your divinity, your what really defines you. And that's from the lower to the upper, if you believe that's the low and that's the higher. The only reason why you believe in higher is because big outer space. But to know that you move in situational awareness is about what? Acute, right? Being acute to everything, right? Isn't that based upon sounds and vision, smell? Those are senses, right? A sense. We always talk about the sixth sense, right? The movie, all that, That's frequency. That's vibrations. That is order. Okay? Most people move outside of it. So if you're not moving with the crown of your truth, you haven't reset, your blood's impure, How can one professor claim something that they are not? You look at those over in Africa claiming to be king, they're eating bush meat, they eating monkey. The real history, during the starving times, we didn't take meat. We took all our fruits and vegetables. 164 are native from here, over there now. Make it make sense. How about around the world? No, the truth. They had you believing we didn't grow rice, wild rice. We did, just like ginseng and everything else. They have refocused and redirected with their fake crowns, their fake kings and queens, something that never belonged to us. The giants, yeah, well, perversions happen. All right, you see people who are very big, they look down at people, and in more ways than one, and what happens? They assert themselves over. Well, the fall away from grace was that period. It happened, but there were still those who were with us and family. If you've got relatives who grow over 7 feet, 8 feet, and some of you might, that lets you know. I mean, what's the oldest DNA? Who does it belong to? How about the immortal genes, Henrietta Lacks? Why is it with a melanated sister? Why is it that melanin costs so much? Why is it that they want it so much? Well, they don't got it because you got ignorant sisters who don't know no better, who have been nurtured in this world with 2 Live Crew and shake what your mom gave you and all this other stuff, going to Dubai, having these parallax or what I would literally call hue of a man, individuals walking around as fake kings and everything else, who have these little subordinates who are kind of rich, because that's what happened after the Desert Storm, poop parties, and are showing exactly how low they are. Okay? And yet y'all will call these people kings and queens. And they're all in the one world religion, all in for it. Just like they used the Mormons when he established it, they murdered him at 30-something years old. They hijacked that. The Quakers, everything has been. Look, right now they're trying to tell the not the Quakers, but they're attempting to tell the witch cards. That they got their babies got to get jabbed up, the kids and stuff. Tell them, that they got to use certain things on the food when the children have never been sick. Who does that? What mentality? You know what I mean? And most people can't see what's really happening. There are those, you can say the deep state or whatever you call it, underground, whatever. They're up here moving along because they've been, like the Clone Wars. They've been pushed against the Republic. Some would say, in ignorance, the Republic is the U.S. No, that's a hijack. That's not the Republic. The Republic is still us. It's just the world is screwed up with the myriad of lies and foolishness. They gave you the fake king. Oh, now the new thing is they found King Arthur's tomb. Oh my goodness, you can't make this stuff up. Hold on. You can't make this up. Hey, just here, take this off of the card. Here, guys. You guys got wings and everything. You can see it right here. I'm in the medicine wall. Here. Here you go, baby. There you go. All right. Jesus Christmas. But again, you're struggling with the wind. Am I? No, I'm recording. What's going on? My apologies. I thought the wind was kind of quiet compared to the other day, but how do they keep pushing it? I was looking at the VA on the website this AM, and they're still pushing this damn COVID shot. It just came out in Europe, especially Scotland and Ireland, that the people have been actually saying they never tested the damn stuff. It's all been a lie. It's literally, I had to download them just to have them. Just to make sure I got them legitimate. BBC, da-da-da-da-da. But they convinced y'all they did. And they were censoring and blocking people saying, no, as if there's no Joseph Mengele happening. By the definition of them wanting you to hate Joseph Mengele. Saying all experiments when there was something else going on. But regardless of that, you can't make this stuff up, Y'all think you're kings and queens? Do you? If you do, I want me to tell you how you're moving like a king and queen, what the definition of a king and queen is, and who really is a king and queen, and show me your royal bloodline if the royalty belongs to two individuals, a king and a queen. Because that means that everybody else is beneath that. It's not established with a family monarchy, other than the lives of the Collins, Carnegies, Bushes, Rothschilds, Rockefellers, and so on with the gray pope, Pepe and the black pope, and all this, or Pepe and all this other nonsense, which has no standing in truth. king and queens are inbred individuals, established now. The real king and queens have been gone, just like the prophets of old were murdered. And no one fear because they knew more than what was happening. See, these individuals think they can stave off everything and get to where they need to cross the next bridge. That's not how it works. They're ludicrous misinterpretation, and I can't say nothing about that. You found it, baby? There you go. Hey, mama, what's up? Over there. I'll put it over there with them. See? She's right there. I would turn her so you can see her. But anyway, she's a little sweetheart. She's over there by the front of the, under the truck. There you go. Anyway. Hey, Brian girls. Omac, Dev. Yeah, the Amish. Yeah, wasn't having that. So they got out and voted. And they're still going at them. I got friends who are Amish. Yeah. Night Owl Recording Studio. Vic Morrison. Each culture seems to have the king type thing. Yeah. Yeah, you know, we've been indoctrinated with everything that is feasible enough for us to look at it and give ourselves over as subjects to something that's not even true. And that's the worst part. You know, I look at the King's Guard. I watch the videos all the time because I adore seeing the horses treat the, you know, Down syndrome, the wounded, how they treat them with affection. Like, they're not taught to do this. It's a sense by the animal, you know. And now look at the idiots who go over there and they stand away from the Queen's Guard, blah, 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 you know, and they knock them down because they want to do it. Like, and I watched the Ashkenazis over there attempting to taunt them because they know what in the history they know. You know, when you think of the Purim and Kol Nidre and all that stuff, they know exactly what they did. And why is it still established that way? Because who do you think is the king and queen? Who do you think is viable enough to make presidents? There are people who are proud Zionists who never wore IDF uniform but support everything about so-called Israel. All right? And they'll tell you they're Zionists, they're not religious, this, that, and the other, and they'll stand next to their little Jewish wife. And it's more perversions about they want to have children to kill more. The disease is real on this land. And they're the ones who worship and they frolic to this fake royalty as if it's something. Okay? It's a disease. You have that congresswoman who is still attempting, and I guess to do away with your Second Amendment rights as if it's a privilege, saying that America's done away with everything. This is what they do. How we were talking about yesterday, destroy from the inside, right? And y'all still voting for people who at the whim's notice will answer to APAC, ADL, and all this other felonious stuff. A foreign body cannot come in here and write laws or anything. Yet y'all give in to it because you've always believed in this white superiority, this people are peasants under you, which is the most most ridiculous thing that ever existed. And then I look at the Negroes and Trump just removing all these melanated soldiers who did marvelous things. That's why they don't want you to have that mentality of the incredible stuff that you're capable of. Trump is, again, is he part of the problem? Hey, look, you know, you didn't vote for me and you vote for this nonsense, so they hijacked it, and you sit there going, yeah, because they're going to let you swab knobs with another dude look like you're a scissor, and that was the only reason? So you can call yourself whatever you want. You could have done that in the first place. Most people are doing that anyway. If that, and tear up the country, and how do you get to that point? What fake rulership? And it's all walks, except that to destroy themselves. Who does that? Huh? Who capitulates to such? You have to undergo some deep conditioning. And if you think that food, water, and air doesn't play a part, hey, look, they always want to talk to me. We confirmed it by review. But I remember Ganja and people saying, yeah, man, I was watching when you was getting ready to go live, I was watching some of the ads and it was pushing for the war in Ukraine. But they want to push ads for war and death mayhem and chaos. But because of certain words, truths that may venerate truth, you're asked to drop in the comment section your thoughts and say, oh, well, we confirmed that. That shows you the consistency of the inconsistent, of the absurdity of their existence. A minority, but y'all make it a majority because you move right along with it. There are no kings and queens. There are no kings and queens. That's just not. The kings and queens subjects. That means those who are subjugated. They're subjects. To remove your sovereignty of where you're born, the rights as natural. Now, it's one thing to say I'm a naturalized citizen. What does that allude to? Is that a term based on a fictitious law garnered by a false established crown? Well, if you accept the lie, you become part of the narrative of the lie. This is no way around it. You speak energy, you give energy into it as flagrantly ignorant as one is. Some of them say, well, I was locked up. I don't have them rights like you. Well, they're still in control because you won't go out and learn the truth of what you're capable of. And those who have finally done that, they realize they could have their rights back. They have been decent and good citizens. To be still held under something they have already paid for shows that they're still enslaved to something that was done away with. You can't make this stuff up. Our weapon is not to give you $1. So they're going to give billions and trillions all around the world. I mean, what? They're building in Ukraine, they're building what do you call it, water park? The Poles, backwards ass, want to get involved in the war. I mean, come on, man. All of a sudden, Germany's like, yeah, we're going to fight with Ukraine, and Britain's going to send some British SASs over there. The fur going to push. These people are that specially, are they especially so dumb that they can't make heads of what's going on? They cannot clone you and bring you back. Once that source is gone, it's gone. Now, can they lock you away some sort? No, that's what they think about 6 feet in the ground. Anyway, I don't know. They might be thinking something else after millennia of testing stuff. But anyway, can you be lost walking around not knowing what decision or choice to make? After you've left here? I was saying 2 decades ago that nobody dies of brain death. The brain is still functioning as it should. There's just things that stop working in this hemisphere. You can't say that. That's medical. Blah, blah, blah. Well, they're saying that right now. Numerous doctors have come forward and saying they're not necessarily brain dead. It's a fact now. So all you people, because your people ain't moving like you, ain't responding, you're pulling the plug, and their brain is still functioning. I mean, your pineal gland is calcified, right? Your cerebellum and your frontal lobe and all that. You don't know how to focus and use your right hemisphere as far as the narrative of what they say about basically using your left. That means your crown isn't functioning properly, and you're viable to talk and listen and see. You know, wearing eyeglasses is the reason why I really don't wear them, because it makes your eyes worse. It weakens them. You know, everything that you were given to doctors. They want healers because, degree, That degree is also something belonging to the state. Anyway, corporation. And it wasn't about healing. Dr. Sebi comes along, a few others before him. They all died, they dead, blah, 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 right? And now you have all these quack doctors pushing their crap you should be careful of purchasing. Okay? There was no purpose to kill those people. This is how meaningful and meaningless they are. They think by computation everything. They know exactly what they should be doing and what they shouldn't. This is some crazy, crazy stuff. But it's because you guys continue to falter and think you're making a proper decision, ignoring something because I'm not. I've heard so many excuses about things that it's just like, wow. Can't do nothing about that. Poor choices are poor choices, either way you look at it. Right? Oh, it's still on. Well, I'm getting ready to get off. I'm going to eat a little something. I got to go down to the post office. I'm going to sit here on this. I got to send some things out. There you go. There you go. I want to get up here and marking and some sawing and getting some more stuff in and some treating some wood and stuff. So I'll record it a little bit. Can't record a whole lot. I gotta free up over 100 gigabytes of stuff. So I'm gonna get rid of a lot of videos and stuff that are on here. And I'll get back with you guys. Yeah, I just wanted to mention that because I've seen quite a people's, I went over to Facebook. I got like 2,500 new subscribers. A couple of videos went viral. Nasty ones at that. I don't know how that works. People's mind state. And right off the back, Grand Rising Kings and Queens and da-da-da. And I was like, oh my goodness. I'm not here to give you no false hope and all that crap. All right? It's not about hope. I hate that word. Anyway, it's about you learning who you are, what you are. Either you're going to do that or you're not. You know what I mean? Patricia Griffin, hey, what's up, mama? When I see those two big curls, I know it's going to be right. Charles Johnson, Lucy Rose. Hey, mama. Just know that the Democrats and Hogan's all get together after the days of, yeah, I know they do. I've been around them. It was on the corner. Oh, it's April Fool's Day every day. Exactly, it is. It makes most of us interesting. I know, right? What she just made with your thumb makes me think. Why? You all remember that game? Oh, yeah. Oh, appreciate you guys taking the time to listen to old crazy knucklehead like me. Dev, I got you. Money Making Mitch, what's happening? I was going to shut y'all out again. Dev D, ML, what's going on? Omek, you got your beloved Charlie, what's happening? All right, Big Morrison, I got, Night Owl Recording Studios, Ryan Gill, the Queens of the Inbreeding. I know, some sick stuff. That inbreeding is like, ew. Want to sleep with their brother or their sister? That is some diabolical. Anyway, with all these beautiful, magnificent women, old, young, well, not too young, you know what I mean? All right, 30s and up. You know what I'm saying? Damn, I got you, Lucy, got you. It's some great commentary too. But what was that? It'd be one. You already know. Anyway, I appreciate you guys. All right, sisters, beloved sisters and brothers. Remember, women are the strength, men are the power. The strength utilizes the power, right? One and one, right? Family can't be held together if the power isn't there to make sure. You know what I'm saying? It all works together. Yeah, I see things, But anyway, Appreciate you. I got my cash up if you want to donate. If you can, I can dig it. I put it all down there. What you up there on? See, now you came up all late. There's a couple up there, but ain't that much. There you go. Anyway, see you guys later, all right? Much respect. Appreciate you guys.